This is the area where users can type and send messages to communicate with other team members. It allows users to enter text, links, emojis, or other multimedia content. Speaking of the content, let's explore the controls we have at the bottom here. We have format, delivery options, attach files, loop components, emojis, GIF, stickers and memes, schedule a meeting, stream, praise, approvals, people learning, updates, and more apps. So these 14 controls or options can help users have a rich and real-time communication experience in Teams. Let's go through these. First, the format option. This allows users to enhance the visual appearance of their messages, making communications more effective and engaging. It lets you add emphasis to your messages with bold, italics, or even bullet points, making important points stand out in the conversation. It also enables text highlight, font color and size, rich style, indentation, quotes, URL links, code snippets, horizontal rules, tables, and more. With these formatting capabilities, users can create well-structured and visually appealing messages that facilitate better comprehension and communication within collaborative environments. Next, let's move to the set delivery options. Now, this feature empowers users to prioritize and control the distribution of messages based on their urgency and importance. I have standard, important, and urgent. The standard delivery option allows messages to be delivered in a typical manner, ensuring that they reach recipients without any specific priority. The important delivery option flags messages as significant, prompting recipients to pay special attention to these particular communications. This designation helps draw attention to critical information or updates that require immediate consideration. On the other hand, the urgent delivery option serves as a high priority marker, signaling the critical nature of the message and demanding immediate action or response from the recipients. Sending an urgent message is a great way to get attention to time-sensitive messages. And that's why when you send an urgent message, recipients get notified every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. Next, let's have a look at attach files. The attach file options make sharing documents or files in Teams a breeze. No need to switch between different platforms or email clients to share important information. You can attach files from the cloud or local storage devices. Loop components. Loop components enable everyone in your chat to edit them inline and see changes instantly. It seamlessly integrates apps and workflows, making your collaboration more efficient and hassle-free. Alice can choose from the 9 components and share these with John. So Alice can send a checklist, paragraph, for example, Q&A, table, voting table, and task list to John Smith. Next, I have emojis. Now, emojis add a touch of fun and emotion to Teams conversations. There are hundreds of emojis in Teams. They are broken down into 10 different categories. We have smileys, we have hand gestures, we have people, we have travel and places, and we have activities. We also have the GIF option. GIF is a cloud-backed service that lets you use GIFs in your Teams chat. It's the perfect way to break the ice and keep the conversation energetic. We also have stickers and memes. Injects fun and creativity into our conversations. It's also broken down into different categories. If I go to Clippy, remember the good old days of Office 97? Now this adds a personal touch and levens up the chat, making our interactions more enjoyable and engaging. Next, I have schedule a meeting, and if I click on this icon here, I'll be taken to the new meeting page in Teams. Now here you can streamline the process of organizing meetings and ensure everyone is on the same page without the back and forth hassle of finding a suitable time. I can schedule a meeting with John from here. Notice how Teams added John Smith to the attendees list. If this was a group conversation, Teams would add all participants in that conversation to the attendees list. Using the scheduling assistant, I can also view users' availability and choose the best time to meet. Go back to details. I can also add a channel here to make it a channel meeting if I want to. I can also add a location, but it's an online meeting by default. I have all the formatting options that we saw before, and here if I click on add an agenda, it creates a dedicated space for meeting related notes within OneNote notebook. These meeting notes are typically saved within the default or specified OneNote notebook associated with the Teams channel or chat where the meeting was scheduled. This is brilliant. So I have the agenda, meeting notes, and then the follow-up tasks, and I can add tasks here. So let me do this. Stream. And if I click on stream here, now this option is used for sharing and watching videos seamlessly within the chat, making presentations and knowledge sharing much more interactive and engaging. It's like bringing a multimedia experience directly into our virtual workspace. Next, I have the praise option here. It's an amazing way to boost team morale and foster a positive environment, encouraging a culture of appreciation and recognition among colleagues. Because we haven't sent any messages, we can't see the options here. And here it tells me send a message to get this conversation started and then come back to praise. So I have to send a message first to John and then I can come back and see the options. But basically I can select a badge, select who I want to send it to. I can add some notes, preview, and send it. It's that simple. We'll come back to the praise option once we start sending messages. And I think the same goes for approvals. If I click on the approvals, yes, it's the same thing. So I cannot do any approvals, send a message to get this conversation started, and then come back for approvals. But this feature simplifies the process of requesting and granting approvals within the chat. And the idea here is to make decision making more efficient and transparent. This is approvals, and then I have the Viva Learning control here. Now this option is a treasure trove of knowledge. It provides easy access to a variety of learning resourcing, helping us upskill and stay updated with the latest industry trends and practices without leaving the platform. I don't have any courses at the moment. Let's move to the next one. This one here, we have the updates. Now this feature here keeps us in the loop with the latest company news and announcements, ensuring we are always well informed about the happenings within the organization. It's like having a dedicated news feed tailored to our team's needs and interests. It's the same thing. We need to send a message first to get this feature working. And then if I click on the last one, more apps, I can add apps to the chat, and we'll come back to the apps and we'll look at these options later in the course. And I can get more apps depending on the policy of my organization. So with these chat options, communication becomes more versatile, engaging, and collaborative, fostering a vibrant and connected work environment, just like being in the office. And finally, I want to touch on this grayed out feature here, which is the video clip. Now this option allows you to share short video clips directly within the chat, making it easier to demonstrate concepts, share updates, and convey ideas with more clarity and depth. It's like having a mini multimedia presentation tool right at your fingertips. Now, despite the name video, you can also record audio and send it. Thank you.